All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so today we're gonna skip jump rope and we're gonna do 1 3-minute round of shadow boxing just to get loose. What I want you to do is think of it as the same as a fight. You're gonna focus on your breathing, probably moving your hands, take a deep breath, hush, 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 hush. Let your combination out, move. All right, bounce around on the balls of your feet. All right, as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna go right to our athleticism through boxing, stepping and shifting, right, with our power punches. All right, here we go, on the bell, 3 minutes, the same as a fight.
What's up, Jose? What's up, Connie? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys did your challenge today.
Oh, Connie did. I saw they posted all their scores.
Oh, yeah?
It was awesome. Good. Good. Yeah, moving around, get nice and loose. Good. Today we have mother and son combo wombo, Danielle Sherman and Clark Sherman. They're in here all the time.
You can see Danny's a southpaw. She always messes up the class.
Totally. And when Clark grows like 6 inches a month, he was literally like this tall when he first came in here.
Last week.
Last week.
Oh, that's good, Jose. So just use this as your warm-up, and then you guys go ahead and get after it.
Good. Looks good.
Nice, Connie. Yeah, Wayne said he saw your post. Thanks.
Yeah, starting tomorrow morning, I'll post a separate workout to increase those numbers, right? We have 2 weeks. Normally, that's everything's modeled after your Army physical fitness test, right? But we're just working a minute with each exercise in 2 miles. 2 miles is your standard run. But over the next 2 weeks, we can definitely get those numbers up, right? We just have to target certain things certain days. And then Jason and I have an awesome announcement about halfway through class. We'll hand out some prizes later on in the week based on your guys' performance.
Listen, I did my challenge just a little while ago. The run is obviously the hardest part, especially if you haven't done it in a while. My strategy was just keep moving, and then you'll get a chance to crush that. So we'll work on it over these next couple weeks, and then just worry about crushing those numbers. So don't worry about what your numbers are to start. It's what you finish with.
Good. Looks good. Good.
Also, gruntfitnessinc.com. I've been talking about this for the last couple of days in our videos. All those exercises will help you out. It's a good guideline.
Yeah, most of the structure that I start posting tomorrow, you'll find those how to do those exercises videos at gruntfitnessinc.com, and there's an exercise index, and it'll take you to the YouTube link. Hey, this is how you do it, so you can do it, follow along, you can put it on the TV. You'll be able to train a la carte. There's 50 exercises posted on that website. You can pull them as needed.
The Deems family is watching. I got your numbers. What's up, Lo? Thanks for watching. Sean, thanks for watching.
All right, nice and easy for 1 minute, right? To continue to finish getting the arms loose. We never go away from Richard Simmons. All right, we go. Ready? 1 minute, Richard Simmons, and work.
Hi, Carolyn. Noah says hi. Wayne, Noah Mendes.
Oh, man.
It's been a while, buddy.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see you.
Very good. 30 seconds. That's probably 20, but I won't put it.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah. I said it's probably 20 seconds. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. As long as Jason doesn't distract me at all.
I hope that's not how you judge. Just off the top of your head.
Totally. And break. That's good. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to go over is our power punches, right? If you went through the intro to boxing, they're all numbered, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we only care about 4 punches today. power punches 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are the only ones that we care about today. All right, so if we weren't moving and boxing didn't have movement in it, right, and we were able to stand in front of our opponent and they didn't move and I didn't move, boxing would just look like this, right? We would just throw punches and we wouldn't move. Okay, but because there's movement, right, that takes athleticism, right? So what I usually do is I break it down and I structure it to increase your athleticism, which overall is going to make you a better boxer. Okay, so we all have the 2, right? We could throw with power without moving. All right, I'm on the balls of my feet. Right, if I wanted to load it up, I bring my lead shoulder to my rear bent knee and I drive, right? The formula for power is obviously transferring your weight in the same direction as the punch that you're throwing. So if I'm not moving, I bring this shoulder to the inside. You see my core, everything is lined up behind my rear leg. And I'm gonna transfer it to the front leg in the same direction as the punch that I'm throwing. There's no movement there. I'm just throwing my 2 with power. You guys work that right real quick. If you're at home, that's all what you do is just stand there. Don't move your feet. Rotate your lead shoulder inside and drive. I have my southpaw doing it. Yep. And let your lead knee bend, right? As it comes. If you straighten your lead knee, watch. I drive upward, right? But if I let my lead knee bend, I drive straight through so that punch is nice and straight, nice and clean.
And what happens if you don't keep that rear knee bent? What happens then? If you straighten out that rear, because that seems to be the most common mistake people make. They lock that out.
Well, if you look, I can't get torque, right? So my range of motion, like, is so I can open up my legs so that my core can rotate in the same direction as the punch that I'm throwing.
Got you.
Good. Don't, just keep
That rear knee's got to stay bent when you throw that.
So if you're watching Clark, look, you'll see, look, freeze, look. His core is behind his rear knee. He throws it, and then look where he ends up. His knee is bent, boom. That's a good power punch. And even though he's, I would say, a lankier gentleman, he does have a good power puncher's frame. Right, so as he starts to fill out, like, he gets some muscles up here and here, right? Like, you gotta look at, like, that right hand is going from here and it's ending here. It has time and it has space and distance to generate speed and power.
And the chin stayed perfectly between the knees.
Perfect. Yep,
those are perfect power punches.
All right, and break.
Hey, Dan, thanks for watching.
Okay, so that was just throwing your 2 all by itself. So the 2 movements that I'm going to give you today, stepping and shifting. We're going to start with stepping because stepping is very easy, right? You're going to step in the direction of the the punch. So when I'm going to step to throw my 2, I still need to get to that same position, right, that I was getting to load it. So as I step, there's an imaginary string. It's tied from my lead shoulder to my foot. And when my foot reaches back, it comes with. Now, so look, I just took, I just gave, if you want to look at it, I just gave 6 inches, right, for distance. So I step, look, I'm in the same position, and then I drive, and then I reset. So here I am, I step, drive, and then slide. Nice. Make sure you're in your stance. I step, I drive, and then I slide right back into my stance. All right, so that's stepping to throw your 2. If you guys can work that for me, please. And if you're at home, you need to start working that. Step, drive, slide. Here, I step, I drive, and I slide right back into my stance. And then slide back into your stance. Step,
what's up, Lorena?
drive,
thanks for
slide.
watching.
No, other way. Good. And then slide. There you go, right there. Perfect. There you go. Very good. Step,
Danny, you have some fans watching.
Slide. Very good.
Nice.
Very good. Step, drive. Yep, use that cadence. Step, drive, slide. If you could just focus on your lead shoulder. Right? Yeah. Remember, it's an imaginary string. It's tied from my foot to my shoulder. When it steps, it comes. Boom. And then I slide back and I nice. Oh, there you go. More shoulder, more power. Very good. Good. And there's always a good question of is that telegraphing the 2? No, it's not, because you can throw a jab to get to that position. You can throw a hook to get to that position. But what you need is the mechanics of that shoulder coming inside off of movement. Very good. All right, and break. Very good. So that's stepping to throw the 2. All right, so in a similar motion, we're going to step to throw the 4. Right? So the 4, if we want to throw it the right way, right? We know that the 4, the uppercut, your rear uppercut is coming straight up. So if that punch is coming straight up, right, we know the formula for power is transferring your weight in the same direction as the punch that you're throwing. We know that there's a lift involved. So as I set and rotate without any movement, I'm gonna bring this lead shoulder again to this rear bent knee, but look, I squatted it to lift my legs. And when I throw the 4, I'm driving straight up, just like this, with the palm of my hand facing me. When we throw the uppercut, it's important to rotate the hand and keep the forearm close to the torso. All right, so then drive that middle knuckle right through the chin. Kind of like this. I set and I lift, right, and drive. And a good punch always has an ending. It doesn't end here, right, and it doesn't end short. It ends right there at the top of my head so that I can, boom, drive through. Nice strikes. And a good uppercut always has a bow at the end. And what I mean by a bow is this. When I'm done, my shoulder, my hip, and my heel, you see a bow there. That means that I was compacted like a spring, and then I unloaded it. So without any movement, right, and without any movement at home, I need you to set your 4 and drive straight up. Very good, very good, very good. Very good, and then don't stop it short. Let's finish at the top of your head so you know you drove through. Very good, very good, very good. Good, there's a good bow on the end of that. Yep, yep, yep. You're just a little bit too far out in front, right? Lock that head up. Good, 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 good. And break. All right, so now moving on. We're gonna throw the 4, we're gonna step to throw the 4. The motion is the same as the 2. So I'm standing here in my stance. I'm completely neutral. And when I say neutral, my core is in between my legs. I'm not leaning forward. I'm not leaning back. I'm not loaded to the front side. I'm not loaded to the rear side. I'm neutral. So from my neutral position, I'm going to step back just like I did with the 2, and then I'm going to drive up to throw the 4. Sometimes you'll see me, when I throw it, you don't want to imitate me. I always put my other hand out of the way so that you can see the mechanics of it. But when to throw it the right way, I make sure my left hand is up, boom, and I drive straight through. In demonstrating, sometimes you'll see me do this, just so you can see my mechanics, and then I finish. All right, so if you guys could step to throw the 4, don't do it like me, right? Do it the right way, right, as I'm demonstrating. Very good, very good, very good. And then focus on the bow, right? That's more of a diagonal line, right? Be loose, right? Let it, like, spend it. Very good, there you go. That
was good.
Very good, very good. And then turn this way, Clark. Yep, 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 yep. Now throw it. Very good. So I can see your bow. Sit, freeze. Boom, boom, boom. That's a nice bow, right? If he started lower and he drove upwards, that's a very good, powerful 4. And break. We'll move through this quickly, right? Because we'll leave this available to you guys to run it as many times as you want. Okay. The next one we're going to do is the 3. We're going to step to throw the 3. So from my boxing stance, I'm going to go to neutral. So I'm neutral. And again, that imaginary string that is tied from my foot to my shoulder. Now it's tied from my lead foot to my rear shoulder. When I step, I bring it, right? And you see that little squat involved? Essentially what I'm doing is I'm lining my feet up so that I can pretty much transfer my weight in the same direction as the punch that I'm throwing. There comes that power thing again. All right, so my hands are up here like this. I step, bringing that shoulder. I make sure that my chin is in between my knees. My weight is here, and I rotate through. Nice and relaxed. So my weight started on this side, boom, and it ended on this side. This is one of those punches where I'm using one whole side of my body to throw that punch. This is stepping to throw the 3. I step and drive, and then slide right back into your stance. Again, neutral. I step, I drive, and I slide. All right, so when you guys are throwing this 3, one of the common questions that I always get in the gym is, should I throw my heel out, meaning like this, as I throw it? That's speed. That is 100%. We're stepping to throw power punches. All right, so just by taking your foot and doing this, that's called spinning. You're spinning out. That's great for speed, but if you're trying to throw a power punch, you don't have to worry about your ankle spinning out, because the force of what you're doing with your feet is going to force that heel out anyways. All right, so as I step, I'm gonna drive with this whole side of my body through whatever I'm trying to hit. Boom! You see, there's no way that I can keep my heel in place. All right, here we go. Step to throw your 3, please.
What's up, Steve? Thanks for watching. I know you guys did your video today. Hope that went
And
well.
you want to focus. You want to
You guys
focus
had a
on
lot
this.
of
When you're
participation.
stepping to throw your 3,
And,
right?
we'll
You
talk
don't want
in
to
a week.
lift, right? So that you're stuck on this side.
Yeah.
So we're like this. I step, boom, boom, and then bring it to the other. There you go, right there.
All right.
And let your legs, don't straighten that knee,
Okay.
right? So like this. When you go, let the weight transfer, right? If I was at your house and I was watching you, I'd be watching your head. When you started throwing the 3, your head was here. And when you finished throwing the 3, if your head was here, right, there's a couple of things that you did. You probably straightened your other leg, right? What I want to see is your head started here and it evenly came across as you threw your 3. That is dynamically flawless. You started here, you ended here, you transferred your weight in the same direction as the punch that you're throwing. It sounds easy, but it's all about pulling the reps and it's going to take time. Good, so you see, same thing. I'm just watching your head. It started here and it ended here.
Okay.
You're lifting, all right? Step and drive. See, started here, ended here. So
right.
say this, nice try. Step, whoa, boom. You gotta let this knee bend, like let your weight transfer from one side to the other. Much better, much better. Just be loose.
Okay.
Good, and you're straightening too, right? It must be genetics.
The athleticism for sure is
Yeah.
genetic.
Good. Good. And break. All right. So last one, we're gonna step to throw the 5. All right. So same thing again. That imaginary string is tied from my foot to my shoulder. I'm literally going to step up, bringing my rear shoulder with me, and I'm going to lift to throw the 5. Another good point is when you're throwing uppercuts, right? You want to throw it with your hip. I mean, like, if I'm trying to hit somebody with an uppercut, if it's the right one, I'm ripping that hip into their chin. And same thing with the left one. Boom, I'm ripping that uppercut and I'm ripping that hip into their chin. So we're gonna start off neutral. I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna drive. The lead uppercut, right, as you get to be a professional, there's gonna be a nice little clean bounce to you, right? If you throw it with force and you're 100% dedicated to throwing it, there's no hesitation, right? You'll learn to control it. Meaning like, all right, so I step and I throw it, there's that little bow in my body. But as you throw it with murderous intent, you're gonna have to learn to control it. So as I tell you, it's like, whoa, boom, oh man. And I learned that little bounce and control it. I keep that momentum and power coming forward. All right, if we could step to throw our 5. And at home too, step to throw your 5.
Oh, that's awesome, Jose. I'm glad you're able to keep up. Make sure you send us your numbers later for the coronavirus challenge.
Good. Yeah, and then after you're done, like relax, kick your legs out, right? It's important that when we pull the reps, right, which is what you guys are doing, like try to make it perfect, right? This doesn't count. Nobody's trying to hit you. You're not trying to hit anybody. You're just focused on making it perfect. So I step, boom, and you lift. Very good. You want to feel it with that left leg, right off the ball of your foot. That's it. And get that hip right in there, boom, and screw that middle knuckle right into the chin. Very good. Very good. And break. All right. So now everybody's going to work 2 minutes, okay? And you can go in any order you want, but you want. Well, all we're going to do is we're going to throw combination 2, which is a 1-2. All right, and then you're going to step. So I go like this. I throw a 1-2, I step to throw the 2. I throw a 1-2, I step to throw the 5. I throw a 1-2, I step to throw the 3. 1-2, I step to throw the 4. So in most of these, what's important when we're talking about visualization, as you're doing it, right, you have to see what I see. All right, when it comes to the 2 and it comes to the 4, somebody's falling into you or they're smothering you. Right, I hit somebody with a 1-2, they're coming in, boom, I step, boom. I need that space to deliver a power punch, okay? With the 5, right, I hit you with the 1-2 and you backed up with your head down. Boom, I step up and I throw the 5. When it's a 3, right, that's usually against the southpaw. I'm constantly stepping with my left foot, right, to rein in the southpaw. Okay, and as I'm doing it, right, I'm stepping and I'm loading the 3. I step, whoa, boom. I step, whoa, boom. Nice and easy. All right, so for 2 minutes, we're all gonna throw combination 2, that's our core combination, and we're stepping to throw the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 3 on the bell.
Thanks for watching, Diana. Hope you're following along.
Right to work. Good, he stepped to throw the 2, stepped to throw the 2, very good. Oh, stepped to throw the 4. That was a shift, young lady. That's it. We're not there yet. That's showing off.
Yeah,
Showing off.
yeah, she is.
Good, that's a little bit of a hop, right? Step and bring the shoulder. Good. 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 Looks good. Take your time. After you throw it, boom, shake it out. Shake your arms out, boom, shake your legs out. 1, 2, whap, step to throw the 2. 1, 2, whap, step to throw the 5. Looks good. Very good. Looking good. Any questions over there, Coach?
No, quite. You're answering everything as you're going along. Jose's working out with the kids at home. Says thanks for breaking everything down perfectly. Says they're able to follow along perfect.
All right, 30 seconds. Yeah. Start putting it together. Good.
Compagna's working out at home.
Very good. And break. All right, very good, Mr. Dog. All right, here we go. Okay, so we just went through stepping, your 4 power punches, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Okay, now we have to move on to shifting. All right, so the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is a shift, right? In simple terms, a shift is the exact opposite of a step. All right, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So when I'm here like this, right, and I'm gonna step to throw my 2, right? I'm stepping back. I'm like literally giving space away so that I can throw a power punch. But what happens if I need to take that space and I want to throw a power punch? The see what I see comes up all the time in this gym. And usually what happens is you see it all the time. If you spend any time around amateur boxing, in the beginning, you'll see somebody throw a great 1-2. We all start off throw straight punches. I throw a 1-2, I hit somebody in the chin, I get the little dipsy doodle, or they step back. There's no way from your position you're gonna land a right hand. But everybody does the same thing. We all get excited. Oh man, I just hurt him, and then I try to launch one of these. Okay, it's not gonna land unless you have a purse in your hand. That's guaranteed. Okay, so what I break down is we have to learn how to shift. You can't move on to advanced boxing in this gym unless everybody can shift, right? Because that's a huge part of advanced boxing. All right, so in the shift, okay, my feet, they shift out from underneath me. They both move simultaneously. But again, this lead shoulder has to work with this rear bent knee. And this is 100% your athleticism. It's your athleticism in boxing. If you can get this done, you're making roads to looking like a professional. All right, it's the difference between looking like a complete amateur and a professional. All right, so as I shift to throw my 2, my feet are gonna shift out from underneath me. My lead shoulder is gonna get to my rear bent knee, so I get to that loaded position again. This is a big punch. All right, so I shift, oh look, I shifted up probably about 6 inches. My weight is in that same position to be able to deliver a powerful 2. And I keep the momentum coming. Whoa, to throw my 2. Again, I'm standing here, I'm neutral, nice. I shift to throw the 2. You see, I came forward. That is the exact opposite of a step. I'm stepping to throw a power punch. Now I'm shifting to throw a power punch. So now you have 3 right hands. neutral, I loaded it and threw it. I can step to throw the 2, and I can shift to throw the 2. Everybody needs that package, right? That's 3-dimensional. Okay, the gold standard in movement, everybody should know. I'll just use the most famous guy right now, and that is Vasyl Lomachenko. In shifting and footwork and movement, he's the gold standard. I don't have anybody like that in here, but we're working on it. Okay, then if you want to see somebody shift, and like there's an awesome knockout on YouTube. All you got to do is Google Mikey Garcia, right, versus Dejan. It's one of his knockouts. He shifts, right? It's more like a 6, but you can see the devastating power when you land a shift, right? Because all of that speed, momentum, everything's added on already a powerful punch, right? And it's lights out. And as a trainer, when I saw that knockout, I got sick to my stomach because I know what it's like to be on that side, to see your fighter laying flat on the canvas, and that's just a good punch. There's nothing you can do about it. All right, so nice and easy. We're going to start in our neutral position. All right, we're going to shift our feet out from underneath, and we're going to, boom, throw the 2. Both feet have to shift out from underneath you simultaneously. All right, we can start working on shift to throw the 2.
Hey, Wayne, Mike Kenny wants to know if you can show him what a dipsy doodle looks like again.
Sure, it's when you get hit with in the chin and you do one of those things.
Got it. Awesome, Jose. Yeah, Connie, he takes up a lot of space, so I hope you got a lot of room over there.
Oh, could you imagine Mike Kenny's biceps in front of the TV? They're upstairs trying to watch from.
Connie said she can't. There's not enough room in her house for him when he's doing the shifts. Takes up all the space.
Good. Shift it those 2. All right, good. So here, okay, good. Here's a common one right here.
Yeah.
So as you're shifting, you're lifting. I mean, I guess like it's kind of like an up to go down. Like you want to think of this.
What's up, Joe?
I want the speed and the power and the momentum to go right at the thing I'm trying to hit. Right. So if I'm trying to hit you, right, I'm not lifting, but you got to get your lead shoulder in there. Like this. Shift. Boom, boom, and I explode into you. Right. We don't want to go up to come down and then go forward. Boom, we want to roll through, right? Murderous intent, man. We just want to go through it. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Very good, and break. All right, so in the same thing, the motion with the feet is pretty much the same. There's a squat involved. We're going to shift to throw the 4. All right, so here again, I'm neutral. As I shift up, I'm shifting to a squat, right? And my weight's going to get back there. Boom, boom, oh look, and then I drive forward. Again, if you're on the receiving end of one of these, you probably won't know it, right? Because you'll just wake up, right? But as you're throwing it, you'll feel it. When you land one that's clean, right? And all of your weight and all of that momentum is behind that punch, and your limb alignment was on point, it's as explosive as it gets. All right, so I'm like this, nice and relaxed. I shift, boom, and lift to throw the 4. And again, boom, see that bow in your body as you throw it. All right, if we could shift to throw the 4, please. Good. And notice I'm trying to keep the 2 and the 4 close together, right, in the way we're working so that we don't forget how the 2 felt after we get through with the 3 or the 5. Good. Focus, yeah, there you go. And then, but lift, right? Same thing, lift. Shift and lift. Boom, there you go. Feel it, boom, feel it, like drive up, boom. There you go, use your torso. Very good. Very good.
You can see the difference when Clark's first started throwing him, when he's throwing him now. Now he's getting lift, and you can see the power in his punches.
Yes.
I feel very flat-footed on my front feet. Is that just normal?
Yeah, you just don't want your heels to touch the ground. Like
Okay.
you said, bend the knees, right? So we just gotta learn to work like this. Like bend those, right? Whoa. And break. Very good. All right. So the next 2 are, I would say, like the degree of difficulty goes up, especially with the hook. All right, so if from the neutral position, just to recap, I'm standing here, right? My rear shoulder goes to my lead bent knee, boom, and I throw the 3, transferring my weight in the same direction as the punch that I was throwing. Oh, the step. I step to throw the 3. All right, well, what happens if the 3 is available to you, right? But your opponent is fading, meaning like you have an awesome hook. But they just keep drifting to your right. They're drifting away. Like they're really never in range, but they're against the ropes, right? And they're right here. I got to learn to shift my feet so I can cover that distance to land a quality left hook if you're orthodox, right? If you're southpaw. Okay? So in this shift, if you watch my feet, my rear foot is never going to make any progress towards me becoming southpaw. They literally shift laterally. I shift, boom, and I keep it coming, right? So I've added momentum to that 3. I shift, boom, boom. Everybody in the beginning has a problem with this because your upper body, I'm asking you to do something that's unnatural from what you've been doing. Right? I'm getting your lower body to go one direction and your upper body to go the other direction. Right? But the benefit is once we can get those things tied together, you're like this huge explosive spring that just unloads. All right? So I'm standing in my stance. I'm neutral. I shift my feet, boom, and I keep it coming with the 3. So we're working on shift to throw the 3. All right, ready to work? Good. Yep. Just don't throw your butt out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No. You want to.
Okay.
It's nice and boom, boom. So as a southpaw, you're standing there. Look, here's the line.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna shift my feet laterally. Just boom, bring that shoulder in there and keep it coming. Oh, see, look, your left foot made progress towards you becoming orthodox. That's what I'm saying. These are the lines, right? See my line?
Yeah.
So look, this is your line. This is your line.
Yeah.
Right. So look. Keep those lines. Like this. I shift.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and drive through. Very good. Very
Okay.
good.
I get it.
Good. Oh, just don't hop.
Okay.
Good. And focus on your rear shoulder getting to your knee bending. Good. Let me see it. Shift to me. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. And that's good for shift to throw the 3. All right. Shift to throw the 5. That's your lead uppercut. All right, so recap. If I don't do anything, I'm neutral. I just want to throw the 5 for whatever reason. Boom, I drop down, boom, and I lift. Power punching. Rear shoulder goes to lead bent knee. Off of my hip, I drive up. The step, I step up. Boom. All right, the shift. If I stepped up and the shift is the exact opposite of a step, my feet have to shift back. What's important on this is that your feet are on railroad tracks. They don't fly out to the side. They shift straight back. Boom, boom. I shift to lift. So again, 9 tracks. I'm going to shift to throw my 5. My feet are on railroad tracks. I shift them back, bringing my lead shoulder to my rear bent knee, or my rear shoulder to my lead bent knee, and I lift, nice and relaxed. Shift to lift. This one is the most difficult of all the shifts. But this is the one that you want, especially if you've got somebody that's trying to work on the inside. You're touching them up, boom, boom, ripping them, right? These shifts also come into play in your footwork and your movement. Watch Lomachenko. He's in front of you. He shifts, he's over here. He's in front of you. He shifts, he's over there. He shifts around you. He shifts, he gets behind you. Pernell Whitaker was awesome at this, and I forget who it was, but he actually pants somebody in the ring. He could shift around you, he's in front of you, and before you know it, boom, he's behind you. All right, so if we could shift and throw the 5, please. Very good, very good. All right, about 20 seconds, Another thing on the shift, don't leave your weight, right, on the front foot. Like as you shift, like there has to be a certain amount of grace to it. Like don't shift your feet out from underneath you and your chin is out in front of your feet. Like this, boom, boom, we shift to lift. You're watching my chin in front of you, boom, we shift to lift. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. And break. All right, now is where everybody gets a drink. One of you has gloves, the other has focus mitts, and we're going to learn how to use the focus mitts in stepping and shifting.
If you're at home and you're frustrated by the steps and the shifts, it's an advanced move, so don't get frustrated. You just have to keep working at it. Make sure you're grabbing a drink.
Okay, so we're gonna work roughly a minute for each one, and then we're gonna switch. So this is probably gonna be like a 4-minute round. All right, so how does the mitts, right, and stepping and shifting help you? Right, well, in the beginning, like, yeah, everybody's gonna be lost, and it's not gonna be clean unless it's perfectly structured. Meaning, like, what I'll usually have somebody do is, like, for 2 minutes, you're gonna work 1, 2, and step, 1, 2, and step. It takes a while for your mind, right, to see what you need to throw or what needs to be done, and you to respond or react the right way. Okay, so right now we're gonna work 1, 2, step to throw the 2. And what that looks like on the mitts is this: when they throw 1, 2, and I catch the 1, 2, I take the 2 mitt and I push it at them. That's their signal, right? That unless they poke it, right, they're gonna step to throw it with power. All right, so right now we're working 1, 2, step to throw the 2. You guys show that to them for about 1 minute. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good, good. And don't lean back, right? Just step. Bring focus on that shoulder. Good, 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 good. Looks good. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good.
Shoulder humps.
1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good. You don't have to jump in. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. There you go. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good. And you're like slightly pressing her. Very good. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. Good. Good. In a similar situation where it's like, oh, you got to see what I see, right? You just hit somebody with a 1, 2. Oh, they went to grab you, right? Oh, 1, 2. Oh, here they go. Whoa, boom. So I step to throw the 2. All right, and break. All right. 1, 2, step to throw the 4. So what does that look like? 1, 2. I take the 4 mitt, which looks like this, and I push it right at their chest. As it's coming at their chest, like if it's with somebody's head, and I step, boom, and I rip the 4. 1, 2, step to throw the 4. Right to work, please. Good, good, good. That's the 5. Oh, sorry, your first day here. I get it. Good, 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 good. Step to throw the 4. Oh, look at that. Good, 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 good. Good. And one of the things I get.
If you're at home without a partner, you don't
React,
need one. Go ahead
right?
and just
don't
work the drill.
anticipate. 1, 2.
As if somebody's
You don't
throwing
need
a
to
punch
go. That's
at you.
anticipation.
Okay.
Right? Just I want you to react. Look, 1, 2. Oh, what's that? There you go. Good, good. Don't step too far. 1, 2. You don't need to step. All right. Oh, yeah. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
That's what you want. 1, 2. Don't anticipate. Boom. There you go. Nice. Very good. Very good. Good. And break. Very good. All right. We're going to go 1, 2, step to throw the 3. All right. So what do those mitts look like? All right. 1, 2, right? The 3 is going to go across my body, just like this, forcing them. They have to step over there to throw it. So Danielle's a southpaw. So after the 1, 2, okay, yep, don't anticipate. Oh, look, I need you to see it. There you go. Just like that. So now all of a sudden we have these reactions. All right, oh, look, I'm asking you to step. And right now, ooh, I'm asking you, she's a southpaw. If it was the orthodox, a little more, I'm asking you to step. All right, 1, 2, step to throw the 3, please. Good.
My clothes are wet.
Good. So what we do is say, here's my mitts. I want to keep everything on the inside of my shoulders. 1, 2, good. Oh, look, there you go, just like that. 1, 2, step. There you go, perfect step. Yeah,
My back foot doesn't move, ever.
No, you can't. You can play with your back foot. That's more advanced. We can talk about that later. But for now, yeah, just focus on your step. Very good, very good. 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 And break. Very good. All right. So now we're going to go 1, 2, step to throw the 5. All right. So if you were orthodox, 1, 2, that 5, I just pull it away from you. She's a southpaw, so they're going to pull the other one away. All right, 1, 2, pull it away. After I throw the 1, 2, I look and see. I don't anticipate. Oh, that's my target. I step, boom, and throw the 5. All right, 1, 2, step to throw the 5, please. Good. Don't hop. Good. 1, 2, step. Good. Shoulder, raise, step. Boom, boom. Good. 1, 2, step. Boom. Very good, very good, very good. 1, 2, step. Good. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
1, 2. See it? Good. Literally like boom, step. Step towards the thing you're trying to hit.
Okay.
All right, good. 1, 2. Step towards it. Not bad at all. Good. 1, 2. Step. Boom. Very good, very good. Good. All right, break. All right, so in a reactionary drill, all right, we know what the steps are. Right, so now I'd ask for the mid holder. The combination is 1-2. Right, let's take our time. You catch a 1-2, I'm asking you to step to throw the 3. 1-2, I'm asking you to step to throw the 4. 1-2, I'm asking you to step to throw the 2. Right, 1-2, I'm asking you to step to throw the 5. In no specific order, you're helping the boxer that's on the other side of you, right, react or respond the right way by, right, giving them, not saying anything. 1-2, right, you show them, you flash it to them. Are they stepping, right? And this gets more difficult when shifting is involved, right? But what's important here is don't anticipate. Throw your 1-2, as long as it takes. That reaction time will come down the more reps that you pull. See it and respond the right way. Don't guess. All right, here we go. 1-2,
If
right?
you're at
and then
home
you
working out
flash.
by yourself, go ahead and just work all of them. Everything you just worked on, put them all together. Mix them up. That's awesome,
That's
Lo.
it. Good. 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 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Nice. And break. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, we're going to switch. We're going to switch. And switch.
Guys, if you're at home by yourself and you don't have a partner, that's okay. Go ahead and just work along. Grab a drink. Breaks are usually about a minute.
Yep, that was easier to apply it with, like, with my gloves a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. All right, so now we're going to move on to shifting. All right. Okay, so now we're going to move on to shifting, right? So you guys can, just so that we can get through the lesson, normally when we switch, he would go through the stepping, but there's no need to do that because I'm just trying to get you guys the technique. You can apply the technique at home in your workout. All right, so first thing we're going to work is 1-2, shift to throw the 2. All right, so there's my 1-2, right? That was me asking you to step. Me pulling it away from you is me asking you to shift. All right, so 1-2, shift to throw the 2, please. Good. 1-2. Boom. There you go. Good. Nice clean. Now think about it. Right? After you 31, you go at 31-2. Good. Shift. Boom. There you go. Shift right at the thing you're trying to hit. Don't shift at her. Right? Focus on that mid. That mid is the head. Shift. Good. And be loose. Good. 1-2. Shift. Bang. All right. Good.
I know this might sound crazy, but I
Nice. Good.
think Clark grew a couple inches since class started.
Good. All right, iron out the step with the 1-2. All right, cinch up, throw the 1-2, whoa, boom, and then shift. Right, we got good. Focus on the movements individually. Good. All right, 1-2, shift, bang, nice. Both feet. 1-2, shift. Not bad. All right, break. All right, we're going to shift to throw the 4. It's gonna be the same motion. Remember, we were pushing it at him, making him step. Now we're pulling it away from him. 1-2, boom, pull it away from him. They're gonna have to shift up to throw the 4. Again, don't anticipate. You know what's coming. See it, right? And then shift at the thing that you're trying to hit. All right, here we go. Ready? 1-2, shift to throw the 4. Nice. Use your body. Boom, right? Keep that coming. Keep your torso coming through the mid. Good. Right there, boom. See how you pulled back? You pulled back. Drive your torso through the mid. Go ahead. 1-2, shift. Boom. Good. Remember the bow? Like you're doing perfectly over here in shadow. 1-2, boom. Like boom. Sorry, like I'm just. Sometimes these punches are okay if you're out over your skis. You're throwing a punch with murderous intent. If you miss, the message was still sent, right? The difference is like, man, he missed me with that, thank God, okay? But it's in his head. He doesn't want to get hit with that. All right, go ahead. Or her. So there's just a little bit of you're hesitating, right? So the shift is there, and then you're jammed up back here. Roll it through, right? Roll it through. Roll your whole body through. Now, roll it through. Okay, better. boom, boom. Bring your torso through the mid. Huh. Not bad, not bad.
It's getting better. See, he was pulling his head back.
Good, 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 good.
It's getting better. Watch.
One more, and good, and break. All right, so now we're gonna shift to throw the 3. All right, so if I wanted the 3, we were just working combinations. Oh, there's the 3. I remember, oh, I want you to step to throw the 3. Now, I'm gonna pull it away from you. You'll notice, like, all right, if you stand there and you throw that 3, it's an arm punch, it's a slap. You've gotta shift to the 3. All right, I'll be watching your feet, making sure that your rear foot doesn't make any progress towards you altering your stance. 1, 2, the 3 is gonna be here. Boom, boom, I shift and keep that weight coming. All right, 1, 2, shift to throw the 3. Good, 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 good. 1, 2. Good. So you shouldn't have to move. Right here. Here's your 1, 2. Boom, boom. Well, there you go. Nice. 1, 2. There you go. All right. Good. So don't move. 1, 2. Good. Just throw your 3. No, no, no. Don't move. 1, 2. Good, good. Throw your 3. Yeah, there's nothing there. 1, 2. Boom. Shift. Boom. There you go. His body weight and all of that momentum is through. Right there. Boom. Good, good, good. Very good. And what's important here is you can change your stance sometimes so that he can see the southpaw version of it, right? Because you are southpaw. All right, that's good. So look. So look. So she changed her feet. Who has the advantage? Right? No one right now. But take the advantage. No, you take the advantage. You're the boxer. Good, good. So 1, 2. Good. Oh, shift. Nice. Good. This is where it's going to work. Is sometimes with the southpaw, right? They're going to fade, right? If you're trying to throw your 3, right? They may fade you. Go ahead. Good. 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 One more. 1, 2. Very good. All right, here we go. All right, next one. 1, 2, shift to throw the 5. 1, 2, right? If I asked you to step, I was pulling the 5 away. 1, 2, I'm pushing the 5 at you. As it's coming in, right? Don't anticipate, oh, it's coming in. I shift and lift. Nice, easy to throw the 5. 1, 2, shift to throw the 5. Right to work. You're going to push it right at it. Good, 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 good. Nice.
There you go.
1, 2, shift. Good. Don't play with your hand, right? You're getting this little like windy thing up. I go 1, 2, shift, boom, and lift, right? No extra movement. That takes time. Extra movement takes time.
You don't know what to do that lane.
Yeah.
Jose, I think the challenges are going to start flying fast and furious throughout the day.
2 more. 1, 2, shift. Good. See, you're playing your this little recoil thing with your hand. Get it here, right?
What's up, Sean Taylor?
Right? That'll make you faster. Good. Good. Watch that. Very good. One more. And break. Very good. So again, we're going to go through that drill, the reactionary drill. 1, 2 is the combination. Oh, if I'm pulling away from you, I'm asking you to shift to throw the 2. Oh, I'm asking you to shift to throw the 3. I'm asking you to shift to throw the 4. I'm asking you to shift to throw the 5. Right? Mid-holder picks it. No specific order. Don't say anything. Just pull it or push it. Right to work.
And at home, don't anticipate it. Wait for it. Throw your 1, 2, and then wait. Don't anticipate.
Good. Nice.
That was good.
That was a step to throw the 4. It's all right. It happens all the time. Good.
How's it going, Sean?
Good.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
Thanks for reposting our stuff and
About 20 seconds.
send that to USA Boxing too. We appreciate it. I hope everybody's keeping busy.
It's not class if I'm not messing up.
No, yeah, it's all good. Nice. Very good. And break. All right, good. All right, so we're going to switch back real quick. Nice and easy. All right, everybody get a drink and switch back to your mid holder.
No questions. Number one, Sean Talon's watching. Thanks for everything, Sean.
Yeah.
And then there's some challenges being thrown out on here. The Cortezes, the Reckons,
Oh, nice.
What's
the coronavirus challenge.
Oh, well, Corona family.
Well, it is a coronavirus.
coronavirus
Yeah.
challenge.
It is a virus.
Oh, yeah,
Trying to see
totally.
who's gonna get it?
Unfortunately, it's a coronavirus challenge. If there was no coronavirus, there'd be no challenge.
Yeah, that's
Right,
that's
right.
true.
Right.
Right, totally.
All right.
Corona family challenge.
All right. Okay. So once we have once we have this, if we were in beginner boxing, my recommendation is that what we do is we start with a combination. All right. So the combination could be as simple as 1-2. All right. Every gym has like their own lingo and the way that they structure their combinations. That's fantastic. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Thanks,
add a
Tyler.
movement in beginner boxing, right? So my combination is 2, right? You're gonna structure it so it's ingrained in your soul. 2, I'm gonna ask you to step to throw the 2. 1-2, step to throw the 2, right? So right now, I'm just gonna work through it very quickly. I'm gonna go combination and I'm gonna add a step. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna go combination 2, step to throw the 2. You'll see we'll move through this really fast, probably 30 seconds on each one. All right, 1-2, step to throw the 2, please. Good. And then, yeah, don't anticipate, react to the mid. Very good. 1-2, step to throw the 2. Good, bang, nice. Good. Moving around, guys, moving around. 1-2, step to throw the 2. Very good. Good. 1, 2, 3, 2, step to throw the 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, step to throw the 3. Good. Yep. Good. Step to throw the 3. Good. Good.
If you don't have a partner, just follow along as the puncher. Just follow along.
1-2, step to throw the 4.
Step.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Here, I'll go through this real quick. Here we go, right here. All right, so 1-2 is the combination. Good. 1-2. Nice, guys. 1-2. Good. Step to throw the 3. Nice. 1-2. Step to throw the 4. Good. 1-2. Step to throw the 2. Very good. All right, now I'm not going to say anything. 1-2. What's that? Nice. 1-2. What's that? 1-2. What's that? 1-2. What's that? Aha! 1-2. What's that? Very good. Relax. You're getting too tight. Very good. 1-2. What's that? Very good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 steps. All right. 1-2. Oh man, step. Boom. Oh, step. Oh yeah. Oh, step. Step. Very good. Nice. Oh, shift. Oh, nice. Shift. Very good. All right, so that's going to be the key. It's like, all right, so as soon as they have their steps on point, maybe 2 steps. I step to throw the 2. I step to throw the 4. Oh, I'm going to step to throw the 5. I step to throw the 3. And then all of a sudden, then when we're more advanced, we may have 1 shift and then 2 shifts in a row. So let's see if I can get you to do this. 1-2, shift to throw the 2. Good. Shift to throw the 2. Oh, and then shift right away to throw the 3. Nice. 1-2. Shift to throw the 2. Shift to throw. Not bad. 1-2. Shift to throw the 2. Shift to throw the 3. Good. But you got to focus on your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay. Good. You guys work that for me real quick. 1-2. Shift to throw the 2. Shift to throw the 3. Good. So if in the beginning you'll see, watch the shoulders. Everybody gets jammed up on there. 1-2, I shift to throw the 2, boom, I shift to throw the 3, right? Again, I'm asking you to do something unnatural. This part of your body is going one way, this part of your body is going the other way, right? So that is your athleticism, right? As soon as these 2 work together, right, not against each other, okay, all of a sudden your athleticism goes through the roof in any sport that you're playing. Who cares about boxing, right? Everything, baseball, basketball, football.
Thanks, Connie.
Good.
Well, you know where I'm coming from.
Good. Looks good. And then break. All right, quick switch. So the person that was just working it, I just give them a rest. The other person can work the mid. Now we're going to do shift drills, probably like 1 minute, just so that you have them in your head. I'll mark your guys's. All right, so you guys are gonna work
What's
into
up,
this
Vladimir?
mat right here.
Okay.
Good to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Work in this mat right here. Yep. And turn around and go the other way. Turn around and go the other way. All right. All right. So, Coach, can you see the two markers, these two weights?
Yes.
Okay. They're in frame.
Yep.
Okay. So one drill, usually I use the whole length of the gym to get this one done because they're 2 or 3 minute rounds. Especially when it comes to the shifting, those are my advanced boxers. Those guys are 3 minute and girls are 3 minute rounds. All right. So right here we're gonna do 1, 2, step to throw the 2, right? To ingrain it in our soul, we're gonna keep doing it. Once he gets past the blue weight, it's 1, 2, shift to throw the 2 on the way back. You guys have done this a million times. All right, here we go. Right to work, please. Boom. 1, 2, step to throw the 2. 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 Good. 1, 2, shift to throw the 2. 1, 2, shift to throw the 2. 1, 2, shift to throw the 2. Right, 1, 2. Oh,
Other way.
nice.
Other way.
So you can see with the way their feet are getting jammed up. When he's stepping, his foot is reaching forward. He's not bringing his left shoulder. He's not lined up. 1, 2, step to throw the 2, and then slide. 1, 2, step to throw the 2, and slide into place. Good. 1, 2, shift the feet up. There, and with the shift, both feet. He's getting there. He's close. You shift, boom. Got to be explosive with those feet. Don't reach so far back. Bring your lead shoulder. It has to be an equal amount of movement. High step, right? You're like this. Oh, you know what I mean? And your foot is taking off. Is too far back. Better. Good. See what? So go ahead and take your step and freeze. Good. Freeze. So look, you're cheating yourself, right? Because it should be over here. Oh, there you go. So go ahead, and then you would throw your 2. There you go. So what ends up happening is, here, stand in here. Stand in here. Very good. Okay. Okay. Low to throw your 2.
What's up, Michael Kenny?
Good. All right. So look, the 2 that I'm trying to get him to throw, right? If it's right here, right? If his foot is back here, this is it. It's from here to wherever it makes contact. This is the length of his right hand if he's cheating himself. Okay, but in keeping my feet in the same space that they're at, right? If I just, boom, learn to rotate myself, look, I just added this much more distance with my 2. I'm not here throwing my 2, I'm here throwing my 2. This much more where it starts is this much more at the end. That is a knockout in boxing if you can land that punch, right? So now your right hand doesn't travel this far, it travels this far, right? 99% of the problems that I have with people in here when they're throwing their 2, it's the position of where the 2 is, right? That rear hand. Is it here? Are they leading with it here? Because now you're just poking, right? It's back here. It's settled in. Dante Wilder, Anthony Joshua, like those guys that have those big, powerful right hands, it just kind of sits there like a sledgehammer. Whoa, boom! You got to look at those long arms. That thing's coming at you at a high rate of speed from a long distance. So it's a missile, right? From their chin to your chin. And usually it's lights out. All right, nice and easy. All right, well, so we're going to work the same type of a drill. We're going to go 1, 2, step to throw the 3, 1, 2, shift to throw the 3. So if you just turn right here, so everybody can see it.
That's awesome, Mike.
All right, go 1, 2, make them step to throw the 3. That's 6. So here, guys, relax. 1, 2, step to throw the 3. 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 All right, we go the other way. 1, 2, shift to throw the 3. 1, 2, shift to throw the 3. Just like that. Perfect. Good. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. One. And break. Very good. All right. So as you can see, like the movement isn't easy, and we have orthodox versus southpaw situation going on too. So, but at home, you just got to ingrain it. Like once you have these, they're ingrained in your soul. You'll learn to react. Right? There's the thing that I want to hit. Okay. It could either be stepping to it or shifting to it, or your movement will dictate the punch that you throw. But if you don't have the movement, you're limited. Okay, it's just like the jab, right? But in relation to our movement, if you have a good jab, your potential is unlimited. Right? If you don't have a good jab, your potential is limited. It's the same thing with movement. If you have really good movement, you can do all kinds of things. Your potential is unlimited, but you got to be able to move. And this shoulder and this bent knee and this shoulder and this bent knee, those working together in this movement, this is this core movement in boxing, right, that we all have to have. And when you have it, right, sky's the limit. Everything goes up for you. Coach Jason, do you have any questions?
No questions. Everybody's people want to know about this challenge. Everybody's starting to call everybody out. If you want to just explain this challenge a little bit more.
Okay, so if you go through our feed, okay, there's the Corona Family Challenge, right? Basically what it is it started today. You can do it tomorrow as well. You have 1 minute to complete as many push-ups, sit-ups, and squat thrusts as you can in each exercise. 1 minute push-ups, 1 minute sit-ups, 1 minute squat thrusts, and you have to do a 2-mile coverage. What do I mean by 2-mile coverage? Right, not everybody's in like insane shape, right? You can walk it, crawl it, limp it, booty scoot it, whatever you got to do. But whatever you do today, right, that's what you do 2 weeks from now. We're all on lockdown for 2 weeks. So over the next 2 weeks, right, after you post your scores within your household, right, like I had this many push-ups, had this many sit-ups, had this many squat thrusts, this is how long it took me to cover 2 miles, okay? Then over the next 2 weeks, we're going to get all those numbers up. And when we take it again, it's the difference in exercise, right? So if you had 2 more push-ups than last time, it's +2, right? 4 more sit-ups, now we're at +6. 2 more squat thrusts, now we're at +8. If you're a minute faster, then you get 1 second, or you get 1 point for every second that you are faster, and it can go negative as well. So the guidelines, right? It's on video on our Facebook feed. All right, I have it in email format. You'd want to send an email to wagtraining@gmail.com, wagtraining@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to email you, right, the guidelines for the Corona Family Challenge. All right, so within your house, you want to place wagers, talk trash, send us pictures, all right, and then we're also going to be having a few contests. On Wednesday, we'll release the first contest. Patrick Keene was kind enough. He was at the Tyson Fury fight, and his brother helps manage Tyson Fury. He sent us 2 pairs of gloves from the Wilder camp. I'll show them to you. So what we're going to do is probably Wednesday or Thursday, right, for our members, right, we're going to ask that you post live how many push-ups that you can do in 2 minutes, but it has to be a live broadcast. We'll give the time. It'll be within an hour. If you're the male winner, you will win these gloves, 10-ounce grants from the Fury Wilder fight. If you're the female winner, right, 2 divisions, I have the same set of gloves for you as well. All right, so we'll post that. We'll post that on Tuesday, and that contest will go down on Wednesday. It'll be push-ups, and we'll do stuff like that for the next 2 weeks. All right, so a couple of quick things when it comes to stepping and shifting. The stepping part is going to be easy. The shifting is more difficult. Watch Lomachenko's footwork. Watch his highlights. He's the gold standard in movement. Like that guy moves like water. That's who you'd want to model your feet after. Doesn't matter if you weigh 300 pounds or you're not athletic, just like have some sense of movement. As far as shifting goes, like I said, there's a few knockouts out there that are unbelievable when it comes to shifting and throwing punches. The one that comes right off the top of my head, the last one that I saw live, Mikey Garcia versus Dejan. Just look that up on YouTube, and you'll see that there's that highlight. Any other things that we should go over, Coach?
I don't think so. I think we got everything covered. Everybody's starting to call each other out. Everybody's starting to take this challenge seriously. That's what it's for. Keep busy over the next couple of weeks.
My wife murdered it today, but she didn't look at the rules.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how she's going to get any higher than she did. But it's like, so I sandbagged mine.
She just killed it the first? She just went out and killed it?
Yeah, she was in here like, push it. I mean, she couldn't breathe. She was walking around with her hands above her head. I mean, I was like...
I tried to kill it, but it didn't work out too well. But it's going to be a much improved score for sure. I'm going to take it very seriously. I didn't like those numbers.
No problem, no problem.
Thanks to the Shermans. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Yep. It's hard to find help around here nowadays. Everybody's in their house.
Yeah.
It's all we can scrounge up for talent.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks,
We'll
guys.
be in touch.